Good day. In this video, we're going to show you how to work out the surface area of a pyramid, a cone, and a sphere. It's always good to keep the volume and surface area formulas for each shape together, and then just know which one to use where. Usually, on these type of questions, a formula sheet will be provided. You must just know that your formulas on the formula sheet might look a little bit different from those we use. Firstly, they give us this sphere. They ask us to calculate the total surface area, abbreviation TSA. They gave us the diameter of the sphere as 14 centimeters. The formula will be 4 pi r square. Because the diameter was 14 centimeters, the radius will be 7. So I can just fill it in, 4 times pi times 7 square. So round it off to one decimal place. The area of this sphere will be 615,8 square centimeters. Don't get afraid if you see this answer on your calculator. It is a better answer and a precise answer, but it's better to round off, all depending on what the question asks you to do. Please stop the video and get your brain around this. Something that is not part of this video, I just want to show you quickly the two formulas for a sphere. The total surface area is 4 pi r square and the volume is 4 over 3 pi r cube. So the surface area, you'll answer them in square centimeters, and the volume you'll answer them in cubic centimeters. The next shape we have to do is this cone. They give us the perpendicular height of the cone is 8 centimeters. They give us the diameter as 10 centimeters. A word you've got to get used to is the slant height. It is the distance from the top down the slant to the bottom there. To find the total surface area, you work out the area of the base, then you plus the area of the wall. If you look at the shape, you'll see the base is a circle, and the area of the wall is the green part around, which we know as the cone. So we're going to work out the area of the circle, and then add it to the area of the wall. So the area of a circle is pi r square, and we still have to add the area of the wall. Now let's try and remember the formula for the area of the wall. You know that the area of a circle is pi r square, which means pi times r times r. Now the area of the wall is very similar. It's pi times r times s, which is that length. So the formula you'll find on a formula sheet for the total surface area of a cone will be pi r square plus pi rs. At this stage, we can fill in most of the values into our formula. The radius we have, they gave us the diameter as 10 centimeters, so the radius of the circle will be 5 centimeters. So we can fill that in, but we still don't have the value of s, the slant height. Now I trust you can see the right angle triangle over there. So we're going to use Pythagoras on this right angle triangle and work out the slant height. So the slant height square is equal to 5 square plus 8 square. Then using our calculator, we work out the slant height is the square root of 89, which we can now fill in on our sketch and also into our formula. Please remember not to round off and only round off at the end. I advise you, using your calculator, to work out these two values separately. The lid, the circle, and then the wall separately. Don't round off and store each in its own memory. Then the total surface area of this closed up cone is 226,7 square centimeters, rounded off to one decimal place. Please stop the video and get your brain around all our calculations. Although we do a lot of calculations and writing in our videos, all you need to know is that this is the formula you're going to use and how it is put together. You can do what you want after that, as long as you get to the right answer and understand how it works and how to use Pythagoras to get out of trouble. Lastly, we have to work out the total surface area of this square pyramid. Very much like the cone, the total surface area will be the area of the base plus the area of the sides together. The area of the base will be a square. I call it the lid at the bottom of the pyramid. And then the area of the sides are the 4 triangles that we have around this pyramid. There's one in front, one on the left, one at the back, and one on the right. And if we did have to draw a net of this shape would look something like this. That means we're going to work out the area of the square lid at the bottom, plus the area of one of the isosceles triangles, and then times that by 4. That isosceles triangle can also be equilateral triangles. Let's not go there. All equilateral triangles are isosceles triangles, but not all isosceles triangles are equilateral triangles. Let that go. Now, the area of a square is length times length, or length square, and the area of a triangle is half base times height, and that we must times by 4. If you now fill in all these values, the length is 6 times 6 is for the square, and then we're going to use that triangle. It's going to be a half. The base is going to be 6. We don't have the slant height there yet. Then times 4, which we have. I trust you see the right angle triangle sitting there again. They told us the perpendicular height of the pyramid is 10 centimeters and the length of the base is 6. So the length of that part of the triangle is 3 centimeters. That is 10 centimeters, and we can work out the hypotenuse with Pythagoras. So we can write the slant height square is 3 square plus 10 square. Then work out the slant height as the square root of 109, which we can write in here. Do not round off. Store it in your memory of your calculator. This we can now plug into our formula as the height of the triangle. You can plug these numbers into your calculator and get the two answers separately. I'm just going to let that wait for a minute. You could have gone down a different road. What I did is I took that triangle over there, redrew it over here, and worked out its area separately. So the area of a triangle is half base times height. In this case, the slant height slanted. Filled in the values and worked out the area of one of the triangles. That's also another way to go. I just want you to see this triangle becomes this triangle that you can use. Then you'll get an answer. The area of one of the faces is 3 square root 109, and you can store that in one of your memories of your calculator if you want to go down that road. Times that by 4 and add it to the base. We're not going to go down that road because you are usually going to get a formula on the formula sheet and you must just understand how to use it. So back to our formula. The total surface area is area of the square plus the area of one triangle times 4. Worked out length times length, which is 6 times 6. Half base times height times 4. Plug this into the calculator. I advise you to keep these two values separate and store them separately in your calculator. The area of the base is 36 and the area of the 4 triangles together will be the answer coming out of this. Then the final answer of this question is rounded off to one decimal place. The area of this pyramid will be 161,3 square centimeters. You might see this on your calculator, which is a better but uglier looking answer. Stop the video and get your brain around all these calculations, please. Just the formula again. The formula is, it is area of the base plus the area of the walls together. Do keep your minds open. Sometimes they give us a pyramid and they say there is no lid. Then an area of the base will fall away and we'll only work out this part. So keep your minds open. Please indicate whether you liked or disliked the video and subscribe to the channel. If there is any problem of this kind that you run into, that you have trouble solving, you can send a clear WhatsApp photo of your problem to this number and a clear WhatsApp photo of where you tried it. Then we will try and solve the problem and send back an answer to you as soon as possible. Enjoy surface area.